What if I told you how you behave when facing a situation can be completely different depending on which chakra is probably running your life right now, without you even knowing it? Well, according to a system thousands of years old, these so-called chakras not only control your spiritual well-being, but also your self-confidence and even your ability to speak the truth. If you've ever seen this picture of a glowing body with 7 spinning wheels running up the vertebral column, you've probably come across what is known as the chakra chart. But almost nobody explains where this actually comes from and what each one is really said to do. In Eastern traditions, this image is a map of the 7 most powerful points in your body that control you as a human. Chakra means wheel in Sanskrit, something that spins. And in the yogic traditions of India, the body isn't just flesh and bone, as sitting underneath it is a second layer called the subtle body, and the chakras live in this second astral body of yours. They are points where the life force is most concentrated. According to an article published in 2017 by Dr. Amit Ray, there are supposedly 114 chakras scattered through the body. But 7 of them sit directly along the vertebra, from the base to the crown of the head, and in this tradition, those 7 are considered the major ones. The first chakra is Muladhara, the root. It sits at the very base of your spine. Its element is earth and is signified by the color red. Its entire theme is survival, safety, and stability. It represents the ground beneath your feet, both literally and psychologically. In the old texts, this is where a dormant energy called Kundalini is said to sleep, coiled up, waiting. Everything else in the system builds from here. If this point is steady, the tradition says the rest becomes possible. If it's not, no other chakra that rests upon it is in balance. Chakra 2, Svadhisthana, the sacral center, located at the lower belly just below the navel. Its element is water and is signified by the color orange. And water means movement. Nothing about this chakra is fixed. It governs pleasure, creativity, desire, and how freely your emotions move through you. This chakra is often flattened down to the pleasure chakra, but that's only part of it. The actual theme is fluidity, your ability to feel something, let it move, and let it go, instead of damming it up. Chakra 3 is Manipura, the solar plexus. This chakra sits exactly at your navel, above the Svadhisthana chakra. Its main element is fire, and is signified by the color yellow. This is your inner heat, willpower, confidence, and drive. The part of you that turns intention into action. Think of it as your personal fire. And by personal fire, I mean motivation, not aggression. The thing that burns fuel and produces motion. When it's low, people describe feeling stuck, powerless, unable to push forward. When it's strong, they describe feeling like they can actually finish what they start. Just like you wanting to watch this video all the way to the end. But these 3 chakras are the ones most people actually have running. The rest, on the other hand, well, for most people, they're sitting dormant. And trust me when I say these are the chakras where the system gets genuinely strange. Chakra 4, Anahata, the heart. It sits at the center of the chest. Its element is air and is distinguished by the color green. And this one's special because it sits exactly in the middle of the system, 3 below it and 3 above it. It's the bridge between the physical, survival-driven lower chakras and the awareness-driven upper ones. Its name literally means unstruck, a sound that occurs without hitting anything, a sound that is just present and unobstructed. In meditation, this is described as an inner tone you can hear once everything else goes quiet. Symbolically, it's the point where opposites meet and hold together, which is why, more than any other chakra, this one gets tied to compassion, connection, and the ability to stay open instead of guarded. Chakra 5, Vishuddha, the throat, right where you'd expect the throat itself. Its elemental significance is the ether, or space, and is colored blue in chakra charts. This is the chakra of truth and expression, saying what's actually true for you, out loud, without flinching. In this tradition, space is linked to sound. That's not a coincidence. Sound needs space to travel through, so this chakra becomes the meeting point of silence and voice, the place where what's inside you finally gets to leave your mouth. Chakra 6, Ajna, the third eye. Located at the center of your forehead, this chakra completely shifts the system because no element is associated with it. Just 2 petals, the smallest count in the entire system, traditionally read as the 2 sides of you finally converging into one. Ajna means command, or perception. This is the seat of discernment, despite what modern marketing says this chakra is about insight, not psychic power. The ability to see clearly, past illusions and assumptions, into what's actually there. quick gut check before we hit the final one. Out of the 6 we just covered, which one do you think is weakest in you right now? Actually think about it for a second. Chakra 7, Sahasrara, the crown. Seated at the top of the head, this is another chakra without a fixed color or a symbol. Traditionally described as a lotus with 1,000 petals, this number is used across Indian texts to mean too vast to count. And this chakra is the end of the line, the point past the physical world entirely. In the tradition, it represents full realization the moment personal awareness dissolves into something totally vast. And finding people who have unlocked this chakra is rare. It's not something you switch on with a breathing exercise, the end point of a long, deliberate path. So what do you actually do with all this? If you're going to work with this system at all, start where the tradition itself starts, from the bottom. Muladhara. Ask yourself honestly, do I feel safe? Do I feel steady? Not spiritually steady, just your day-to-day life, physically and financially. That's the root question, and the old texts say nothing else holds until the foundation is sturdy. And by the time you reach the heart, the throat, the brow, and the crown, all the questions will have already shifted. They stop being about survival and start being about connection, expression, clarity, and eventually something bigger than the individual self.